Welcome to your Personalized Insights Report. Before viewing your results, we highly recommend reading through the Toolkit tab located on Inogene's Secure Portal. The Toolkit section provides helpful information and resources in the understanding of your results and report. Once you've received an email informing you that your report is ready to view, log into your Inogene account and click the Open button on the right-hand side of the report you wish to open. If the Open button looks like this, it means our lab is still processing your sample and your report is not ready to view. Upon opening the report, you are immediately given two methods of exploring your results: browse section by section under My Full Report, or search for a specific medication under Search and Customize My Results. To view your Personalized Insights Report, remain on the My Full Report tab and explore the 7 different expandable sections your results have been organized into. If you've purchased the Personalized Insights Precision RX test, your report will only have 5 sections. This is because the medications tested for are different from the pain and mental health test, and the sections called Your Insights Cannabis and the Your Insights Problematic Opioid Use Risk will not be included. The first section is called Guide to Understanding Your Report, and it provides an overview of what the categorizations and icons in the report mean. Before diving into your report, we recommend reading this section. In Important Test Insights, you will find the quick answer to the question everyone wants to know when they first see their report. Which medications are red for me and should be avoided, and which ones are yellow, meaning medications where an altered or unusual response has been identified. To see the corresponding recommendations here or anywhere else in the report, simply click on the name of the desired medication. The next section, Your Report Overview, lists all of the medications we test for and how each are classified. Results can be displayed by brand name or generic name in either in alphabetical order or by drug class. To see only those drugs used for specific conditions and filter out the rest, you can click the Advanced Sort section to display relevant therapeutic areas. When you click on any of these boxes, you will see only the medications used to treat the conditions listed on the box displayed. Unselecting the therapeutic area will remove any medications from the list below. Your detailed recommendations provides a list of every individual recommendation and their corresponding classification and recommendation, sorted alphabetically. It is important to keep in mind that pharmacogenetic research is still ongoing and additional drug-gene interactions may be discovered in the future, meaning that new medications may be added or your classifications or recommendations may change as new data becomes available. Inogene automatically updates your online report every 6 months to account for the latest pharmacogenetic research free of charge and will alert you to any report changes. By referring to your online report, you can be sure that you are always looking at the most up-to-date data to inform your treatment decisions. For anyone taking or considering taking cannabis products as part of their treatment plan, all cannabis-related insights are summarized in the section called Your Insights Cannabis. It is important to point out that at this time, all recommendations in this section are still based on preliminary data, as the body of evidence for cannabis products is not yet as robust as it is for prescription drugs, due to fewer studies having been done. This section provides directional information on whether a strain that is higher in CBD or a strain higher in THC might be better choice for that individual. Any cannabis products where a gene-drug association has been seen in clinical research are listed in this section. There is also a section that speaks to the risk of cannabis use disorders. Inogene tests for 5 gene variants that have been linked to an increased risk of cannabis use disorder and 5 genes that have been linked to a decreased risk. The report reveals how many of each of these types of variants were found in the individual sample. This information is still research-based and should not be used for direct prescribing. Additional research about cannabis and cannabis use disorder can be found below your personalized recommendations. Similarly, the Your Insights Problematic Opioid Use Risk section contains information relevant to your problematic opioid use risk profile. Inogene tests for 11 gene variants that have been linked to an increased risk of problematic opioid use and 11 genes that have been linked to a decreased risk. The report reveals how many of each of these type of variants were found in the individual sample. Again, This information is still research-based, and more studies have to be done to determine whether screening for this group of gene variants can or can't help predict risk of use disorders, and as such, this information should not be used to make prescribing decisions at this time. The Analysis of Your Gene Profile section lists all of the genes that were tested in alphabetical order and whether or not any variants of that gene were detected in the cheek swab sample. All of the genes where variants were found are listed first, and the specific gene variant found is listed beside each gene name. This information may be relevant to either your prescribing healthcare practitioner or pharmacist. Many gene variants have impacts on responses to multiple drugs, and you can find out which of the other drugs we test for are also impacted by that same gene by clicking on the View the Medication This Gene's Effects button. Some of the detailed drug recommendations may advise you to select an alternative drug not metabolized by a specific gene. For these recommendations, referring to the section of the report helps you determine exactly which medication that gene affects. If you would like to view which genes do not contain variants that affect your response to medications tested for, expand the No Gene Variants Identified section. The last section of the report, the Test Information section, contains specific personal information related to when the sample was analyzed, as well as a glossary with links to further information. If you have any questions, please email info@inagene.com.